Hello, very good morning, students. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Good morning, all of you. Very good morning. How are you all? Good morning, very good morning, students. So I think only one day being left out for the BARC examination. Before that, let's have a quick practice of some selected subjects, which is more scoring, and definitely you will be able to get 100% marks from these subjects if you have attended the previous 1 week or 2 weeks of sessions, right? So very good morning, very good morning. How are you all? Please do clarify whether my audio and video all good, all perfect. And I'll be sharing some good number of questions in this particular session so that you have difficulty in answering to any question that is being asked in the examination. Okay. So good morning students. So today we'll be having a mini mock test because yesterday we had a full length mock test. So I thought let's have more questions being discussed from these three subjects, that is theory of machine, engineering mechanics and your industrial engineering. 5 questions each, total 15 questions will be there in today's session, and I want those 15 questions to be completed in next 35-40 minutes so that in less time we will be able to cover lot many questions. Okay, fine. Let me check. All good? Yes, all good, right? Chaliye. So let's begin with the session, and I hope so everything is good and perfect. And definitely I'll be sharing this personal PDF to all of the students in my Telegram channel, that is Mechanical by Suraj Gopi, so that you could get an we can say quick revision by just looking or going through this particular PDF, right? Along with that, you can do connect with me on my Telegram channel where I have already shared lot many PDFs so that you have no hindrance, or all the resources should be at one place so that you can download and you can refer or revise the entire syllabus in one go. Okay, fine. So before starting, just like we have been promised you every time, this year also we are planning for the foundation course. We have already started the foundation course for GATE 2025 starting from 11th of March this month, and the first subject that is going on right now is strength of material. I hope so everyone is enjoying these sessions which is being held. Like, this is the complete schedule that you can see on the screen. We are having theory of this one, strength of material, then we are having thermodynamics taken up by Vipin sir, then we are having fluid mechanics taken up by Chandrasekhar sir. Okay, so this is the complete schedule, and along with that the time is also being mentioned on the screen, so make sure you're not having any doubt or difficulty being left out. Okay, chali. So first 5 questions will be a good level of question from the theory of machine. Then we have, I've selected I think from industrial engineering, then the next 5 questions will be from the mechanics. Okay, so first question on the screen, a very important and easy question. Basically, a U tube as shown in the figure contains a liquid of density rho. It's not P, rho. Okay. This liquid is set into motion by applying a force. The natural frequency of oscillation is given by. What is the natural frequency of oscillation? That is omega, and they are basically. Let's try this question. Question is very easy. Just try to solve this question. You have to calculate the value of omega n just by applying a very basic approach of the. We can go for the D'Alembert's principle also. We can go for the Newton's also, right? Okay, chaliye, quickly tell me what is the answer for this. Now let us suppose if this liquid on the left hand side is being displaced by a distance of x. Let us suppose it is being displaced by a distance of x. Can you tell me by how much level on the right hand side the liquid will be displaced? Simple question. If on the left hand side I am applying some force on this, right, such that on the left hand side the liquid displace is x distance, so definitely we can say the same liquid will be elevated by distance of x. Okay, so can we say the total distance from the reference line is 2x, right? This is your 2x. Okay, now if I assume the total mass of the liquid to be m, total mass of liquid, very good Sundaram, to be m, can I write the value of m in terms of rho? and L and cross sectional area A. Let us suppose I'm assuming capital A as the cross sectional area, right? So how I can write the value of mass in terms of these, quickly? Yes, everyone, how I can write this? Can I say this is nothing but a volume into density? Volume could be written as cross section area into L into rho. So AL into rho will be considered as the total mass of the liquid, right? Now if I try to assume, very good, I'm getting some responses. Sundaram is going with option B. Anyone else? If I say due to this weight of the fluid, we will be experiencing the restoring force. Hai. If you remember what is the D'Alembert principle, the total inertia force is equal to the minus of the restoring force, or I can say mx double dot plus the restoring force should be equal to 0, or mx double dot plus what is the restoring force? That is the weight of the fluid which is above the level, right? That is having a height of 2x. So I can, this is 2 into x into A into rho, this is m into g equal to, okay? Just you have to solve it and get the answer. So mx, or instead of m I can write it as A into L into rho into x double dot plus 2x into A into rho into g equal to 0. So from here x double dot plus this is 2g by L into x equal to 0. Yes, are we getting this relation? And this is basically, we can compare with the standard equation, that is x double dot plus omega n square x equal to 0. Comparing these two equations, we can get a natural frequency of vibrations equal to under root of 2g by L. Under root of 2g by L, and I think that is option C is the correct answer. Okay, option C is the correct answer. Very easy, just we have to just go with the basics, that's it. Because the weight of this fluid, which is I am highlighting with the cross hash marking, this will be acting as a restoring force to make the liquid to come back to its mean position. Enough? Fine. So 2x into, that is your, this is the weight, m into g, 2x into A into rho into g, that is the weight of the fluid. This is being displaced from its elevation. That will be equal to the negative of the inertia. Okay, so by this way we are able to get the first answer, that is option C is the final correct answer, that is under root of 2g by L. Done. Root of 2g by L. Chaliye, next question on the screen. Let us go with the next question. And I want answers from everyone. If for a flywheel omega max by omega minimum is equal to 1.5, what is the value of the coefficient of fluctuation of speed in percentage? Very easy question. They are asking you the value of CS. They are asking you the value of coefficient of fluctuation of speed in percentage, that means into 100. Chaliye, quickly. Option A, B, C or D? Any, please do let me know what is the answer for this. A, B, C or D? Sundaram, what is the formulation of coefficient of fluctuation of speed? That is CS is equal to range by mean speed. Range by mean speed is the formulation for the coefficient of fluctuation of speed, right? What is range? Maximum minus minimum. What is mean? Maximum plus minimum by 2. That's it. So we can say CS is equal to omega max minus omega minimum divided by the mean value, that is omega max plus omega minimum by 2. We can write it that this is 2 into, take omega minimum common, so this is 2 into omega max by omega minimum minus 1 divided by omega max by omega minimum, right? So place this value, what we are getting, that is equal to 2 into 1.5 minus 1 divided by 1.5 plus 1. So that is equal to 2 into 0.5 divided by 2.5. What is the value? So this will be, I can say 10 by into 100, because they are asking percentage. So into 100 will be giving the percentage. This is equal to 40% is the final correct. Okay, 40%. Option A is the correct. Option A, 40% is the percentage of the coefficient function of speed for this flight. Done. And you won't believe, this is one of the PYQ of the BARC examination 5 to 6 years back. So the PYQ, I've changed the value of this. This was something like 2 or 2.5 being given. I've changed this 1.5, so that not having the same value. Okay, let's go with the third question. Before going to the third question, let me have a quick update. Negi sir will be coming up live on 20th of this month, and he'll be telling us about 7 golden rule that journey from an average student to the topper in the GATE 2025. And it's very important. The reason being, because every student at the starting of the journey, they should be having a proper guidance, or what will happen, they won't be able to capitalize their energy or their focus into your studies. It's very important, you need to capitalize, and you take the benefit of these free interactive workshops. Okay, along with that, you can attend this national scholarship test will be occurring on 14th of April, from where you can get up to 90% off on our program. Okay, so the next question on the screen, third question, very easy. Quickly, two bodies A and B of equal masses are suspended from two separate massless springs of spring constant K and 2K respectively. If the body oscillates vertically such that their maximum velocities are equal, what is the ratio of the amplitude to that of B? What is the ratio of the amplitude of A to that of B? That means amplitude of A by amplitude of B. This ratio are asked. Let's see. Option A, option B, option C, or option D. Is it 1.414, that is root 2? Is it 1.73, or is it 0.513, or none of the above? A, B, C, or D. So basically they're asking you the value of natural frequency of vibration omega n. Let's calculate the value of omega n for both the cases. So omega A is equal to under root of K by M, and omega B is equal to under root of 2K by M, right? Okay, now we know that what is the maximum value, what is the magnitude of the maximum velocity, that is the amplitude of vibration into omega. If I calculate for A, that will be for A. If I calculate for maximum for B, that is equal to AB into omega B. And they're saying that their maximum velocities are equal, then what will be the amplitude of the what is the ratio of the amplitude? So we can say, because the maximum velocities are equal, V maximum for A is exactly equal to V maximum for B. So I can say this is AA omega A is equal to AB omega B. So AA by AB is equal to omega B by omega A. Omega B is under root of 2K by M. Omega A is under root of K by M. So this is nothing but equal to root 2, that is equal to 1.4. We are getting option A as the correct. We are getting option A as the correct answer. Clear? Root 2 or 1.414 is the value for the amplitude of the ratio of the amplitude of A to that of B. Done? Yes, any doubt you are having? Clear? Can we proceed to question number 4th? Total 15 question, guys. Total 15 question, 40-45 minutes max to max. Will be covering up these 50. So let's go with question number 4th on the screen. This is an interesting one. Our vibration system consists of a mass 150 kg and 3 springs, and the damper with damping coefficient 8 Newton second per centimeter is shown in the figure. Calculate the natural frequency of damped vibration. That means they are asking you the value of omega d. Calculate the value of omega d quickly. Calculate the value of omega d. Let's see who will be giving me the correct answer. Chaliye, quickly. Option A, option B, option C, or option D. It's a very easy question. Calculate the value of zeta, right? Calculate the value of omega n, right? And from there you will be able to get the final correct answer. Because to calculate the value of omega d, two parameters should be known, that is omega n and zeta. Omega n and zeta value should be known, then only you will be able to answer to this. Chaliye try kariye. Quickly try this question. Now first of all, calculate the value of K equivalent. Now these two are in parallel and this is in series, so we can say K equivalent is equal to 1 by K equivalent, here like this. The combination of this will be added up, this will be 1800, this will be 1800. To try to add these two, this 1800 Newton per centimeter. These two connected in series, so K equivalent is equal to 1800 into 900 divided by 1800 plus 9. Yes? Calculate kijiye, what is the value that you are getting? Calculate this value and tell me what is the value you are getting. So this is 1800, this is 2700, this is 3, I think this will be 600 Newton per centimeter. So we are getting K equivalent is equal to 600 Newton per centimeter. From here now we can calculate the value of omega n. Okay, fine. Chaliye omega n nikaliye. Omega n is equal to under root of K equivalent by m. What is given? That is 600. My mass is 150, right? And this is 10 to the power 2. So this is given in centimeter, right? Centimeter को meter में convert करेंगे quickly. So solving it, you will be getting 400. I think. You will be getting 400. Root of 400 is 20. 20 radian per second is the value of omega, right? So omega you have calculated. Now next value that you have to require is the zeta value. Calculate the value of zeta. Zeta is equal to C by 2m omega n. C value is given. What is the C value? That is equal to 8 Newton second per centimeter. So 8 into 10 to the power 2 divided by 2 into m is 150 into omega is 20. Calculate and tell me what is the value of zeta. Quickly. Calculate and tell me what is the value of zeta. It will be 800 by, calculate, divided by 0.133. Yes. So once you get the value of zeta and omega, and now we can calculate the value of damped frequency. Omega d is equal to under root of 1 minus zeta square into omega n. This is under root of 1 minus 0.133 square into omega n is 20. So solve it and tell me what is the final value that we are getting. We are getting 19.82. Please check. 19.82 radian per second. Okay. 19.82. So option correct. And we know that omega d is always less than that of omega n, so we can eliminate option B and D directly. Okay. Right. And make sure there is one common mistake students are doing is do convert this into SI unit. Agar nahi karenge, you will be getting the wrong answer. Clear? Sudaram, 20 is the value of omega n, right? Omega d will be definitely less than that of 20, because we know that omega d is always less than omega n. Omega d is always less than omega n, right? Sorry. All right, let's go with the next question on the screen. Yeah, from a gear train. A gear train is shown in the figure. Answer is A. Yes, correct. A gear train is shown in the figure. If the pinion transmits 250 kilowatt at 1800 rpm and tangential load on the gear tooth is 22.1048 kilonewton, then what is the value of gear ratio? We are asking you what is the value of gear ratio, that is number of teeth on the gear to the number of teeth on the pinion. Quickly, number of teeth on the gear to the number of teeth on the pinion. They have given you the value of T1, you have to calculate the value of T. चलिए try कीजिए. The power is being given, so can we use this value for calculate, because they have given the value of omega n for the pinion. This is n1. N1 is equal to 1800 rpm. Power will be equal to 250 kilowatt, and the force applied is equal to 22.1048 kilonewton. Slightly awkward value, right? The force value. Now let's first of all calculate the value of torque. Torque on the pinion. Let's say torque on the pinion is tau 1. We can say P is equal to tau 1 omega 1. Tau 1 into omega 1. So what is the power value? That is 250 into 10 to the power 3 is equal to tau 1 into 2 pi n1 is 1800 by 60. Right? From here you can get the value of tau 1 is equal to 250 into 10 to the power 3 into 60. Not right, 60, so that will be cancelled out. 60 Newton meter. Right? So once you get the value of tau 1, we know that tau 1 is equal to force into the radius r1, or I can say d1 by 2, or I can say instead of write out this is going to rise d1 by 2. So from here I can calculate the value of d1. 250 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 60 pi is equal to force value is given as 22.1048 into 10 to the power 3 into d1 by 2. Okay. Calculate the value of d1 from here. What is the value of d1 you are getting? Please check. 250 into are we getting 0.12? Please check. Are we getting this value to be 0.12? 12 meter. Because once d1 is calculated, we know the central distance. Can we calculate the value of d2? They have given you the value of central distance. What is the value of central distance? C is equal to 660 mm. So I can say d1 plus d2 by 2 is equal to the central distance. From here d2 is equal to how much? This can be written as 120 mm. Okay. So d2 will be written as 660 into 2 minus 120. So that will be the value of this one, that is 660 minus 1, 2. So are we getting 1200 mm, 1200 mm? Please check. Are we getting 1200 mm? So we got the value of d1 and d2. So we know that t2 by t1 is equal to d1 by d2. t2 by t1. So we can say t2 by d1 is equal to t2 by t1. So d2 value is 1200, d1 value is 120. This is the number of teeth on the gear to the number of teeth on the pinion, and that is nothing but equal to the gear ratio. So gear ratio is somewhere around 10. Gear ratio is somewhere around 10 we are getting. So answer is B, is 100, because B and C is same option, which is not possible. Option B is a correct answer. Option B is a correct answer, right? So in this particular question, they have checked your entire knowledge about the gear and gear trains, because they have checked the value of the concept of The central distance, they have checked the value of the torque calculations. So from here we are able to get the answer as clear. B is the correct answer, that is 10. The ratio of the gear on the gear ratio value is 10. Understood? Clear hai? Any doubt? Step by step karenge, you won't be having any difficulty. These were the 5 questions from the theory of machine. Now let's proceed for the next subject. So before going to the next subject, let me have a quick update. On our app, we are having the Ground Zero series, which is scheduled at 5:30 daily basis, Monday to Friday. Please do join. And in this, we are taking up one topic, and that complete topic will be covered. Along with that, we'll be having a practice session at the end, right? So do join that also. Till now, let's try to solve some next 5 questions from the industrial engineering. A company manufacturing rivets whose selling price is 10 rupees per packet and variable cost is 8 rupees per packet. So small s value is equal to 10 rupees per unit and small v value is rupees 8 per unit, right? The annual fixed cost for the firm is estimated to be this is 1 lakh, right? The firm has an estimated capacity of 80,000 units. Okay, so you have to calculate what is the margin of safety. What is the margin of safety quickly? What is the margin of safety? So calculate the value of XBEP. XBEP nikal jayega. X value is given, so margin of safety will be equal to X minus XBEP. From there you will be getting the correct answer. Chaliye. Quickly, let's calculate the value of break-even point. That is equal to the fixed price divided by small s minus small v. Fixed price is 1 lakh. Small s 10 minus 8. That is equal to how much? 50,000. 50,000 units. So margin of safety is equal to X minus X break even point. So this is 80,000 minus 50,000. That is basically equal to 30,000. Correct answer option. Very easy. A very easy question from the break even analysis. We are getting 30,000 units as clear hai? Okay. Done. Option E is. ठीक है, आगे बढ़े. Question number 7. Can we proceed? चले next question. Question number 7 on the screen. The network diagram for the project is shown below. The duration of the activity in the bracket of the network is begun. Which one of the following is a critical activity? Which one of the following is a critical path of the project? There are three pathways being given, and option D is none of the above. You have to identify which of the following is telling us about the correct critical path. Quickly. Which of the following is telling us about the correct critical path? Option A, option B, option C, option D. So let's go with this. 0, 0 plus 13 is 13. This is 5. 13 plus 8 is 21. 13 plus 10 is 23. 13 plus 9 is 22. 21 plus 7 is 28. 535. 5 plus 9 is 14. 22 plus 17, 9. Are we getting 39? Please check. Are we getting the value this to be 39? है ना? So अगर ये है, so what is the critical path you are having? This is the critical path that will be getting this one. आ रहा है. So the critical path is 1, 2, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 6, 8, 9 is the critical path. This is the critical path, and having an estimated time of completion is equal to 39. Okay, fine. So along all the four options, कोई भी हमारा match नहीं कर रहा, we can go with option D. None of the above as none of these as the final correct answer. Option D. ठीक है? Option D is the correct one. So we have reached almost the halfway of today's session. Let's go to question number 8 on the screen. From inventory model, a company uses 30,000 units of a raw material costing rupees 2 per unit. The ordering cost is 100 rupees per order. Holding cost is 3% of its per year of the average inventory. The company follows EOQ purchasing policy. It operates for 300 days per year, and the procurement time is 20 days. The safety stock is given as 500 units. What is the value of maximum inventory? Q max की value कहा है? चलिए, let's try to solve it. They are asking very easy question. Quickly. A, B, C or D. Annual demand is given 30,000 units. Ordering cost is given rupees 100 per order. Your holding cost is given 3%, 0.03 into unit prices 2, that is 0.6 per unit per year of rupees. Okay. Now let's calculate the value of EOQ. So Q star is equal to 2D by CH. Root of this, annual demand is 30,000. Ordering cost is 100 and CH value is 0.0. Root of this, quickly tell me what is the value of you are getting. What is the value you are getting? $10,000. Yes, 10,000 units is the value of Q. Now in the question they are asking you what is the maximum inventory level. What's the value of Q max? This is not the maximum inventory level. Maximum inventory will be, if I try to draw the diagram, is something like this. So the safety stock, time, inventory. So if I want to calculate what is the value of Q maximum will be equal to, what is the safety stock value? That is equal to 500. Hai? So we are having this to be 500. This value is given as 10,000. Right? So we can calculate the maximum inventory level. Q maximum will be equal to your Q star plus safety stock, that is 10,000 plus 500. That is equal to 10,500 units as final correct answer. Option B. Okay, fine. Option B is the final correct answer. 10,500 units is a maximum inventory. इसमें यहाँ confusion होता है. They by mistakenly they can mark Q star, which is wrong. ये आपको सिर्फ Q star का value बता रहा है, but we have to calculate the maximum inventory. Definitely we have to take this into account. That is fine. Okay, done. Clear है? चलिए. Now let's go to the next question on the screen. Question 9 from the linear programming problem. You have to maximize 2x plus 3 subjected to two constraints: 4x plus 6y less than equal to 12, 5x plus 4y less than equal to 20. It looks like to be infinitely many optimal solution. Why? We can directly say, because if we try to see the slope of the objective function and this constraint is exactly same, because I can rewrite this equation as 2x plus 3y less than equal to 12. This equation can be written as 5x plus 4y less than equal to 20. Right? So definitely this can be infinitely many optimal if constraint number 1 is not a redundant constraint, then only that is feasible. So let us draw the diagram. Let us draw the diagram. This is x, this is y. Constraint 1 can be written as x by 6 plus y by 4 less than equal to 1. Second constraint can be written as x by 4 plus y by 5 less than equal to 1. 6 and 4. Let's say this is 6, this is 4. This is constraint number 1. This is constraint number 1. Constraint number 2 is 4 and 5. This is 4 and 5. We are getting both the constraints are basically participating to get the feasible region, right? So this is the constraint number 2. This is the feasible region we are getting. So answer for this is option D is the correct answer. No need to calculate further, because the slope of this equation is exactly equal to the slope of the constraint, the objective function. So we can directly go with the answer D. But still, if you want to solve it, you can do identify the regions. This is A, this is B, this is C. A is having coordinate of 0, 4. C is having coordinate of 4, 0. D is having a coordinate of these two. Solve these two equations. 2x plus y is 12 and 5x equal to 2. Multiply this with 5, multiply this with subtract 10x y is and 10x 8y. Oh. From here y is equal to 20, or y is equal to 20 by y, 20 by 7. 20 y is equal to 20 by 7. Place it over here, will be x, right? You place it in the next equation. So objective function is 2x plus 3y. 2x plus 3y. So this is equal to 12 is equal to 8. Calculate the value of b. B value will be 8. This is over here. Equal to 12 minus y value is how much? 20. So this is 12 by 7. Y is equal to 20 by 7. Place it in the objective function, that is 2x plus 3y. Solve it. 4 by 7 by 84 by 7, that is equal to, okay. So we are getting this value to be equal to 12. So this is the multi-optimal, okay. 12 by 7, 20. Right, so this is the multi-optimal solution, option D. So this further calculation is not required. This is only for making you understand. If you are having the situation that the slope of the objective function is exactly matching with the slope of one of the constraint, then we can directly mark option like the infinity many solution as the correct. Okay, chali. next question. The network diagram for the project is shown below. The duration of the activity is indicated. What is the free float of activity 3-4? What is the free float of activity 3-4? For that, you have to go for forward pass computation and backward pass computation. Let's go for it. 0, 2, 2 plus 8 is 10. This is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. This is 16. This is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. 16 5 is 21. 19. 19 plus 8 is 20. Fine. And backward pass computation. What is the critical path you are having? Critical path is this is the critical path. 19. Well, this. So 27 minus 5, right? So they're asking for activity 3 4. They're asking for activity 3 4. So activity 3 4 यहाँ पे लिखते हैं. Hello धर्मजीत, hello. This is 12 12 22. The duration is 3. So free float will be equal to 16 minus 12 minus 3. That is equal to 50. 1. 1 is the correct answer. 1 option A. Okay. 1 option A is the correct. Done. Free float that we're getting is option A. Okay. So now let's take out some questions from the mechanics. Mechanics से कुछ अच्छे questions लिए हैं, like good number of questions. So try to apply the logic and get the correct answer. The pulley shown in the figure has the radius of 20 centimeter, moment of inertia as 0.2 kg meter square. The string going over the attached at one end of the vertical spring of having a spring constant of 50 Newton per meter supports a 1 kg mass at another end. The system is released from rest with the spring at its initial natural length. The speed of the block when it descends through 10 centimeter is. That means when this the block has traveled 10 centimeter, then what is the value of the speed of the block? What is the value of velocity of the block? चलिए सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. एनर्जी बैलेंस लगा दें, एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन लगा देते हैं. Initial, we can say potential energy is being converted into the kinetic energy. Now we can say applying energy conservation. To try to apply the energy conservation, applying conservation of E. So what is happening is it has traveled 10 centimeter, right? Has traveled a distance of position of 10 centimeter. So we can see we can take the potential energy converted into this. So mgh converted into the kinetic energy, half mv square. Because this is only for the mass, this pulley is also rotating because its moment of inertia is being given, right? So we can say half into I into omega square plus the potential energy of the spring, half kx. Just apply the conservation. So mass is given 1 kg. Let us take g is equal to 10 because they are already given. Height traveled is how much? 10 centimeter is the height traveled, 0.1. Half into 1 into velocity we need to calculate. Velocity we need to calculate plus half into I. Moment of inertia is given 0.2. Moment of inertia is given as 0.2. And what is the value of omega? Omega can be written as v square by r. V by r. Omega can be written as v by r. This is v square by r. Radius is given as 20 centimeter, that is square, plus half into k value is given 50 to 0.1 square. Solve it into me. What's the value of v square you are getting? Quickly solve PGA and tell me what is the value of v square that you are getting. Quickly tell me final correct answer. Try to solve it. This is 0.1 into 10, that is 1 by 2 square by I value कितना है? 1.2 get cancelled. This is 0.4 plus half, that is 5. So solve it. What's the value of v square you are getting, or v value exactly? Solve it and tell me what's the value of v you are getting. Easy question up to. चलिए ट्राई कीजिए. We are getting exactly 0.5 meter per second. 0.25 v square is equal to 0.25 आ रहा है, so v is equal to 0.5 meter per second, and that is option A. Option A as the final correct. Clear? ठीक है. यूनिट हमें गलत दे रहे. Okay, 0.5 meter per second is the correct answer. Just we have applied the energy conservation और कुछ नहीं. Energy conservation आपने apply किया है. That's it. चलिए question 12 चलते हैं. Let us go with question number 12 on the screen. This is also an interesting one. A figure shows two blocks A and B, each having a mass of 320 gram connected 320 G connected by a light string passing over a smooth light pulley. The horizontal surface on which the block A slides is smooth. There is no friction. The block A is attached to a spring having a spring constant of 40 Newton per meter. The extension in the spring at this instant when the block breaks off, when the block A breaks off, take G is equal to 10 meter per second. चलिए try this one. ये बोलता है कि अगर block A break हो जाता है, it is being removed from the then what will happen? Breaks off means move करने लगा. So let us suppose it has traveled a distance of theta and there's some elongation 40 plus x, क्योंकि 40 तो पहले ही था, right? और we can take it as 0.4. इधर पे सब कुछ दे रखा है. Calculate in terms of meter. 0.4 plus x is the value we are getting, and this block has reached somewhere around. The B has reached, right? So if I try to draw the free body diagram of this block A का free body diagram, we can say K into X. K into X is the value of the spring force that is being applied. This angle is this angle is also theta. Okay, so we'll be having one force as M, having one force, right? Okay, so now we can say because it is just break off, so if I try to resolve the force, we'll be having kx cos theta, this kx. Okay, so we can say from the free body diagram kx cos theta should be exactly equal to mg, right? Or cos theta will be equal to mg by kx. Now, what is cos theta? If I try to see this expression, cos theta is nothing but 0.4 divided by 0.4 plus x. So place this value over here. 0.4 divided by 0.4 plus x, that is equal to mg by kx. Solve it and tell me what's the value you are getting. Mass is given as 32, 20. K value is 40 Newton. चलिए ट्राई कीजिए एंड टेल मी फाइनल करेक्ट आंसर. दैट इज गिवन 32 ग्राम देना चाहिए. 32 ग्राम हो जाएगा तो 0.32, ठीक है. 32 ग्राम. चलिए सॉल्व इट एंड टेल मी व्हाट्स द वैल्यू यू आर गेटिंग. Quickly take G as 10. 0.32 into 10 by 40x. 0.4 divided by 4 plus x. Quickly, what is the value of x you are getting? What's the value of x you are getting? This 0.1 meter. Please do check. Are we getting this value to be 0.1 meter? If yes, then we can go with the final answer. So 0.1, because they are asking in centimeter, so that will be 10 as a correct answer, because that will be equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, units के ध्यान रखिएगा. They have given 0.1 also as the answer, which is not correct because they are asking centimeters. Option A is the final correct answer that we are getting for. Okay. All right. Chaliye. Next question, question number 13 on the screen. Got this value as option A. Where is your question from the trust analysis? What is the magnitude of force in the member BD? अब देखो, जब भी they are asking some intermediate members, go for the method of section. Go for the method of section and go for it. Remove the right hand side and tell me the final answer. So try to remove the right hand side. We will be having this as a shape. This FBD, which we have to calculate. This is F1. This is F2. This is 20, 30, right? A, this is B, this. If I want to calculate FBD, I have to take the moment about point C. Okay. Then only we'll be able to eliminate F and F1 and F2 and will be calculated the value of BD. So we can take moment about point C and make it equal to 0. So we will be having 30 into 5 in the anti-clockwise. And FBD into, so what is this height? What will be this height? Anyone? This is an equilateral triangle, right? This is an equilateral triangle. This height will be equal to how much? Quickly. हमारे पास equilateral triangle है having a side of A each. What will be this side? That is root 3 A by 2. That will be equal to this height will be equal to root 3 by 2. Place it over here. This root 3A by 2. FBD into root 3A कितना है 5 by 2 equal to 0. FBD will be equal to 30, 5 get cancelled out, into 2 by root 3 is 60, or we can say 20, 34.6. Option A is the correct answer. Okay, option A is the final correct answer for this question. Clear? 34.6 kilonewton is the final correct answer. देखो बहुत easily हो गया. Now if I try to take the method of joint, वो बहुत समय लगता. We are not interested in investing in that method, which will be taking time. Method of section कभी भी याद रखिएगा. If they are asking in some intermediate members, go for method of section without having any second thought. Okay, clear? Chaliye, next question is interesting. Try solve this one. 3 blocks of mass M1 and M3, M1 and M2 are connected, and M1, M2 and M3, there are 3 masses. M1, M2 and M3 are connected as shown in the figure. All the surfaces are frictionless and the string and pulleys are light. What is the acceleration of M1? What is the acceleration of M1? All the masses are connected by the arrangement that you are seeing. There is no friction taken into consideration. Try कीजिए. Try this one. Question easy hai. Now let us assume that this is tension T, and here we are having tension T dash and T dash. So can we directly say the tension T dash will be equal to T by 2? Directly we can say tension T dash is equal to T by 2. Now let us suppose this M1 is moving with an acceleration of A naught. Let us suppose अब मैं सिर्फ M2 और M3 की बात करते हैं. If m3 is moving downward with an acceleration of a, then m1 will be moving down upward with an acceleration of a, or downward with an acceleration of minus a, से बोल सकते हैं. और द टोटल अरेंजमेंट विल बी मूविंग डाउनवर्ड, बिकॉज अगर m1 राइट साइड जाता है तो पूरा अरेंजमेंट नीचे आगे तरफ जाएगा. सो वी कैन से द एक्सलेशन ऑफ m2 विल बी इक्वल टू a naught plus a naught minus a, and this is the total acceleration of m3. ठीक है, m3 moves downward with an acceleration of a naught plus a, and m2 moves downward with an acceleration of a naught minus. That's it, problem solved. Real numbers principle लगाइए and Newton's method लगाइए and get the answer. So if I try to write for m1, so I can write for mass m1, t is equal to m1 into a naught, है ना. For mass m2 नीचे की तरफ जा रहा है तो m2 t minus t dash is equal to m2 a0 minus a, और m2g minus t by 2 is equal to m2 a0 minus a. Right, now let's write for mass m3. For mass m3, m3g minus t dash is equal to m3, or I can write m3g minus t by 2 is equal to. So we got three equation, equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. We have to calculate the value of a naught. Simple hai, let's put the value of t in these two equations. We're getting m2g minus m1 a naught by 2 is equal to m2 a naught minus m2 a. Second equation is m3g minus m1 a naught by 2 is equal to m3 a naught plus 3. So we got two equations. इन दोनों को solve करके we have to calculate the value of a naught, है ना. a naught निकालना है, m1 का एक्सटेंशन का a naught. So a को remove करना है. We have to eliminate the value of a. Just simple calculations. आप इस इक्वेशन से a की वैल्यू, if I try to remove this, ठीक है, तो इसको दोनों को डिवाइड करेंगे, है ना. तो if I try to write the equation 1 as m2 के साथ डिवाइड कर देते हैं, we having t minus 1 by m a naught plus t minus 1 by m naught by 2 a naught plus. Okay, दोनों को ऐड कर देते हैं. लेट्स ऐड दीज टू इक्वेशन. a get cancel out, so a naught will be equal to 2g minus m1 by m2 a naught by 2 minus m1 by m, right. Solving this, rearranging this a value, तो आपके पास एक रिलेशन आएगा. So tell me which of the following is correct answer. उस इक्वेशन को सॉल्व कीजिए. You will be getting one of the option as correct option. Quickly, A, B, C or D. बस उसको रिजॉल्व करना है. Try to solve this question. सॉल्व कीजिए ना. If I try to take a naught on one side, a naught को एक तरफ ले लीजिए. From here we are getting, I think option C. Check. I think option A will be the correct answer. Please check. Are we getting option A as the correct answer? G ऊपर आएगा, उसके बाद नीचे सब प्लस हो जाएगा. देखो उसको अगर मैं if I try to write over here 2a naught plus a naught by 2 कॉमन ले लेते हैं, तो m1 by m2 plus m1 by m3 is equal to 2g. ठीक है, so we can write a naught plus a naught by 4, take m1 common, 1 upon m2 plus 1 upon m3 is equal to g. So a naught will be equal to g divided by 1 plus m1 by 4, 1 upon m2 plus 1 upon m. So this is the value you are getting the acceleration of the block m. यही आ रहा है, यही हमने मार्क किया है, that's m1 by 4, 1 upon m2 plus 1 upon m3. ठीक है, so we are getting option A as the final correct. Last question है, last question on the screen, the most easiest question for today's session. The moment of the force P about O, this is force P about O is shown in the figure S. चलिए, the magnitude, it basically ये करेक्ट नहीं है क्योंकि r क्रॉस f होता है, हिसाब से तो कोई भी ऑप्शन सही नहीं है, but still if you want to write, definitely we can write option C as a correct answer. देखो, normally we know that moment is equal to r cross f. यहाँ पर उन्होंने उल्टा लिखा हुआ है because they are talking about the magnitude, talking about the magnitude. So we can say option C is the correct answer. ये perpendicular distance है ना, P into C, precisely it should be OC cross P, vector format में लिखें, OC cross P will be the final correct, right? So these were the 15 questions from the 3 subjects, 5 questions each for your practice for the BARC examination. So that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed these questions क्योंकि ये questions बहुत ही important थे, slightly tricky, not direct straight away questions, right? So those students who are planning for gate 25 and 26, our batches are now live, which will be which is basically gate vision gate 25 and 26. If you want to have one-on-one any doubt clarification, you can call to this number or there's a form in the description box, you can. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you guys and do take care of yourself. I'll be sharing the PDF of this session after 1 hour of like around 1 or 2 o'clock. I'll be sharing this PDF and you can do download this for your future. Okay, so thank you guys, bye bye, take care, stay safe and enjoy your preparations by choosing. Thank you, bye bye.